Oh.
Ow, 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 ow.
Bro, you be shooting all the time. Bruh, do it like the Chief Keef song.
Bow.
Willingly a side chick.
Ooh. That is some smoky smoke.
Welcome back to another episode of The Good,
The Bad.
The 30.
I'm your co-host, Maya Hood.
I'm Alexis Heights.
And I am Kiera Lindsay.
And today episode is a couple minutes of smoke.
Bow.
Oh.
Ow, 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 ow.
Bro, you be shooting all the time. Where your smoke?
Where's your smoke?
Where's your smoke?
Where's your tool?
Girl, not the lighter.
Let's
Not
think
that
that's
kind
a
of
Lil Wayne. And you see where his dreads are.
I don't
now.
bite.
Bruh, do it like the Chief Keef song.
Bow. Dang it.
Something tells me you do that often.
The lip quiver.
She practices.
Let's get to this.
I've never seen that
Let's
before.
get the smoke going.
into
This is why I
smoke.
like when we have PJs on.
Right, we just comfy.
We just never act right.
Let's get to the
Well,
soot.
we're here today to not act right.
Okay.
Now,
Act left.
let's act left. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna come in smoking. So I have some things that I want to ask you guys.
Okay.
Because this shit I feel strongly about. I don't know if this shit you all feel strongly about.
Oh,
but
shit.
let's just come out swinging. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Can you be friends with a woman who is willingly a side chick?
Ooh. That is some smoky
Wow.
smoke. I have asthma.
And to add to that tidbit, can you be friends with a male who is freaking on a married woman?
Ooh. Like, wait a minute.
He a side chick too.
Okay, so he's the side chick. Okay.
A side chico.
Ooh.
You can't be no side chico. How you a side chico? That's not honorable.
That side
what
Chico is
Chico said.
crazy.
Not you a Chico
And those
said.
get left to get stale
Oh my
on the
God.
counter.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, could I be friends with a woman who is willing to be a side chick? Absolutely not. I feel like I only want to be friends with women who have standards and morals. Like, and I feel like you allowing yourself and diminishing yourself. Oh Lord, here I got some shit.
No, I don't.
You diminishing yourself to allow, like, you're not a girl's girl. Because I feel like you don't have to be friends with her, but I feel like you just think different. Like, you think
I
selfishly.
agree.
You're thinking about what you can get out of a situation, and you're not thinking holistically how you're affecting something. And also, you don't care how other people clearly look at you as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's important. So, I have in the past been friends with someone. This is kind of off topic a little bit, but how I've seen how she treated someone else, and that had made me step away. Because I feel like if you would do that to someone, I don't know what you would do
You'll
to
do
me.
to
I
me,
wouldn't leave
yeah.
you around my man.
Yeah.
I'm about to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Is she
I'm a
already
dope.
my friend?
Yes, this is your friend.
Okay, like she's like my close friend.
She's your
Yes.
friend.
I can't stop being her friend because she's a side chick. I can't.
She's willing to be a side chick. I
I
don't believe that,
will
actually.
say that
Right.
I will have words for the actions that she has chosen, for sure. Because I've been in this situation before, and I couldn't just drop the friend just because of that. Like, is it right? No, it's not right. And me continuing to being her friend, me supporting it? No. But I can't. I will just say what I did in the situation, and I continue to be her friend.
Y'all can't never say that Leos ain't loyal. Now, I don't know what them niggas be doing. But this Leo woman right here, loyalty down. But no, I feel that. I think that I was in a situation, but I was much younger where,
Yeah.
like, I didn't, again, at that time, I wasn't really pouring into. I wasn't that up close and personal with certain friendships to where I feel like I even needed to have an opinion. Well, I can honestly say that my like core values or like things that I have strong convictions about have been the same from what they are today. They were that same thing back then. So I think that my friends know what to not tell me.
I was just about to say, are they telling you the details? Like, girl, I went out with him.
I think that women, some women, like, if y'all are close, then yeah, they're gonna tell you.
I think that not to give details on the specific situation, but just to kind of speak to, I'll just say that like the circumstances of the man's relationship were, I can't say it warranted her being his side chick, but I didn't stop being her friend. I would say that.
Yeah, and that's fair. I think that, really quick. There's always a community that feels I don't owe her anything, or the man is playing both sides.
Yeah.
Like I've seen these comments, like, you know, if I'm being lied to too, but I think the whole concept in general of just knowing that there is some instability in what you have going on, whether you on your way out, you don't want to be in it, you still there.
At the end of the day, it's all wrong, for sure.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, like how you just said, sometimes a man won't expose the full truth of his situation. The question was willingly, right?
Right.
So that's why I make it. Now, if you've been in a situation and you like, bro, I done found out this nigga got a whole damn, whatever. You can't control that. But when you're willing, I can't support that. And I feel like, would I say, oh, you want to do that? Never talk to me again in life?
Yeah.
Probably not. But I will say it would have me kind of like back up. Like, I won't feel comfortable as the friend for you to start giving me details about it. Like, I don't want you to call me. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Keep me separate. Don't call me and be like, girl, last night he took me here. I don't give a fuck, because I feel like I'm not going to be like, oh, girl, get your money. Oh, he doing this. Well, shit, he got more time for you than his wife or girlfriend or whoever. I don't support that. I don't know. Maybe because I have been in it.
No, so, you do not.
Think that,
no. But also, I'm saying part of me is like, I've been in a situation,
feels like, for
but
sure.
also I am a true girl's girl. So like, I feel like I can't accept that, and I don't want to be connected when like unknowing that happens all the time. Like every fucking day, like niggas do that all the time, be living double lives. But if you're like you accept it, you know it, and you're continuously doing that, I don't feel comfortable with you calling me and telling me, yeah, we're going to Turks and Caicos next month. And I'm like, okay, girl, be safe. I'll be here when you get back. You got me fucked up.
I think that there is a healthy way that you can still be friends with that person and them not kind of communicating to you what's going on in that person's relationship. Like, kind of speaking specific to my scenario, I didn't necessarily get details because I feel like she probably knew that I already felt like it was wrong. Yeah. But that's not going to warrant me not being friends with her just because she chose this route, and I'm telling her like I don't.
So did she tell you, right? Okay, this is what I'm doing, and then never talk about it again, or did she communicate?
Getting updates,
exactly. Or did she? It was just like, oh, this is what I'm doing. You like, oh, girl, you probably shouldn't do that. But anyway, I still love you anyway. And then y'all never talked about it again.
So it's not a situation where it's a consistent conversation to where she's giving me that type of.
So
details.
It never came back up again. Is what I'm asking.
No, we've definitely talked about it again because it's been something that's ongoing, and she's come to me just to kind of confide in her own emotions about like the scenario that's going on, and like just to kind of go back to. Not necessarily to defend her, but just to kind of go back to what you were saying, like the circumstances were just different in that the circumstances was just different in that scenario. Just not to give even any details. Yeah. The circumstances of what that is, it was just a little bit different as to why she kind of ended up in that scenario.
Yeah, I feel like when I was in the situation, they kind of knew. And it's funny because people that like try to make judgment, where I am today, I feel like judgment is not a bad thing.
Absolutely
like, I think that judgment and discernment go hand in hand. I think even we talked about this on earlier topics of like, if you feel like your lifestyle or something that you're doing is like for the benefit of you and you're happy with it, then you don't feel like the need to like rationalize it.
Yeah.
And so as long as it's not a situation like you know where I stand, then we don't really need to discuss it. I don't really need to like, but thinking about like shows and stuff like Being Mary Jane, for example, like I'm so indifferent because these friendship dynamics that we've seen on TV, like everybody's different. Everybody chooses things differently. Like you would like to think that you and your friends kind of have the same moral compass at the foundation, but sometimes there are situations where they just need a friend. Like I might do some stupid, it's subjective, but I may do something that is selfish. I may do something that it doesn't make sense, or it's not even good for me in the long term, but that doesn't mean that I don't need friends. So I understand that. In that same breath, I think it's funny because people, I see single people all the time talk about like, why my married friends start acting different with me, or you not even doing nothing wrong, you're just single. And they talk a lot about like why married people hang out with other married people. And to add to that, it makes me think about like, what if you are the single friend and then you done brought another single friend, and then that single friend start mingling with one of the married friends, and now you in trouble. And it's plausible deniability, but they ain't giving you that, and now you didn't. I know I'm getting real Tyler Perry about the shit, but things happen. So I think it's just safe to stay away.
I absolutely think so. And I also feel like, just to wrap this piece up, I feel that if my friend is doing what she's doing with someone else in a relationship and you're coming to me telling me about it, I feel like that'll make me look at myself, me personally, right? Like, yes, okay, you probably feel like I'm in your safe space. Cool, thanks. But I don't care about that. I care about it, but not that much, right? So for instance, I have one of my best friends. There's certain stuff when I'm doing some dumbass shit, I'm like, I ain't finna tell her ass.
Yes.
Because she's gonna hold me accountable. And she's not gonna break up with me or whatever. She's gonna hold me accountable, and I'm not willing to hear that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, when I'm out of this and I'm done being stupid, then I'll go tell you. But and I feel like it's important to have all my friends are not one dimensional. There's some that I can just say whatever. I could say anything, everything, but and each of them are both important. That friend is so important to me because I feel like you hold me accountable, and I feel like if I go, and she's also married too, so she would look at me like, bitch, what the fuck, if I was on some shit like that. But if my friend feels comfortable telling me this and continuously like, or giving updates or saying whatever, I feel like I would look at myself of like, what am I doing to make you feel like this is okay? Yeah. Like, even if I'm indirectly, I could say, oh yeah, that's wrong, but keep come talking to me. It's like, you're kind of feeding into it to an extent without even knowing. You probably don't intentionally do it, but to that person. And that's just, in my mind, again, I haven't been actually in that situation, but just trying to maladaptively think. Like, if I was in that situation, like, I would look at myself like, why? I'm thankful you trust me, but I need you to trust me, but understand I'm going to hold your ass accountable. And my best friend that is like that, I just... And she knows that I'm like that with her. So she likes it and she doesn't too. Because she like, girl, you can tell me the tea. But I'm like, no, because I know I'm on some bullshit right now. Yeah. I'm on some bullshit right now. And I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. And I know
I'm that type of person. Like, if I know I'm doing something, I may not ever even tell
say
you.
It. Yeah.
I might just take it to my grave.
Yes, like, because that's just between me and whoever.
Because I think that if you fear judgment, then you're judging yourself. Yeah. So then you know that there's something about what you're doing that you're not supposed to be doing. Yeah. But it definitely makes me think, Being Mary Jane is the first show that I could think of, because she definitely had her friend that she can go and talk to about the married man that she was messing around with. So it's somebody for everybody. And I said, relationship-wise, friendship-wise, there's somebody for everybody. And I know a lot of people whose friendship dynamics are were or maybe still are, whatever, based on, like, we could tell each other the things that we're ashamed about. Yeah. So that's important. Do y'all feel like dating a friend's ex is okay.
No. Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
Why are you even looking at that nigga?
Oh,
because were you looking at him while I was dating him?
Now I'm finna beat your ass.
Honestly, wait, that is actually insane. A friend wanting to date my ex.
Willingly, like coming to you girl to girl, like girl.
How about you ain't even come to me? Like, you just show up with this nigga.
Okay, that wasn't your friend.
Hey, look though, what if she like? Okay, we know. I think we all agree.
Punch on your chin.
I think we all agree. Like, a friend shouldn't do that, right? Mm-hmm. But what if it's a friend of a friend? But like somebody you cool with and be around.
That's what I'm talking about. Bringing that friend around your group of friends.
So you're not friends with the friend of the friend?
Like y'all cool.
Like you've known her.
Friend.
Yeah, like it's that friend. Like y'all cool, but you wouldn't hang out with that friend one on one.
Okay, that's different. I feel like
but y'all be in the same group.
I just
that's
think
not your friend.
Fish in the sea.
Thank you. I feel like that's still. It's not like as frowned upon if you was my actual friend, but it is like that's weird. If you're in the same friend group.
Too many fish in the sea. That's just my thing. I don't get too close.
Knowing that somebody else had that dick that you about to have. I don't know. I have a thing with that. Like, I don't like dating people that's connected to other people.
I agree.
That I know. You know what I mean? It's like you said, it's a million
like,
people.
Oh, you owe me anything or anything. We're not technically friends. I just think it's too close to home.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. But I think that, no, I definitely agree and I definitely understand that. But I think that in some situations for women like that, like, she probably don't even think about you as home. Like, she probably not even thinking about it as in, like, oh, like you literally just my friend.
Yeah.
And I only see you maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't saying once or twice a year, but it was more so like you in the same friend group and you with these friends consistently, at least once a month.
Okay, that's your.
But that's not your friend.
That's
y'all cool. Yeah.
We're associates.
That's different.
Yeah, y'all cool.
I don't want I wouldn't date my associates if I met him through another woman that I am more likely to see this woman in some type of space again, then I don't think that I'm likely to, unless they were introduced as one of their friends and then they're not an ex, so then that doesn't even matter to the scenario. But
so do you guys think that it's okay for you to go and date a friend of a friend or an associate of your ex?
Nobody's ex. I'm not dating nobody's ex that I met through anybody. Like, I would just want to date somebody that I met on my own, or even like, just not that I met through another woman.
Yeah.
No.
No, I think that I'm asking like on like the topic of kind of how we're saying like the girl don't need to go and date. Like, if we friends and say I have a friend that you don't really know, but, like, you've seen her a couple of times, and then she go and date your ex.
I'm beating her ass. So,
turning it around, do you think that it's okay, like, say, maybe your ex has an associate that has come around multiple times. Is it okay for you to go and date that friend, that person? They may not be friends, but, like, they cool.
Oh, I wouldn't date my ex's associates.
Yeah.
Like, if they know each other, even them knowing each other is
if
like,
y'all niggas hoop together, if
y'all know each other, that's already uncomfortable for me. But like, y'all got each other numbers, and like y'all no.
If I see a mutual following,
a mutual
she go that far.
Now, I think if they, again, if it was a setting that they met that had totally nothing to do,
then, like prior to you and your situation,
yeah, for sure. But anyway. I saw this guy say this very interesting thing, and so I'm posing the question in both ways, but he said that if a woman doesn't have male friends, that is a red flag. And keep in mind what we said about red flags. It's not like a deal breaker or anything like that, but it's just something to be like suspicious about.
I have heard that, and I've heard men say if you date a girl who don't have friends, that's a red flag.
I can understand if you're dating a girl that doesn't have friends, but a girl that doesn't have male friends, it's a red flag. Why is it a red flag?
I don't know. I think so. Before I get into that part, do you think that dating a man that doesn't have any female friends is a red flag?
Nope. Green flag to me. Thank you.
Not at all.
I'm kind of the same way.
Not at all. Because why do you have a whole bunch of... I don't think I like men that hang around a lot of women.
I agree.
I don't like
think
that.
it's that important to, and this, I am biased in this situation, and I was like reading all into the comments or whatever. I know that my bias comes from a place of I don't have a lot of male friends. So I'm that red flag. So I'm wondering what's a red flag about me not having, but in that same breath, I'm not checking for a man to be, oh, do you have a lot of women friends? Because I don't think that having a lot of women friends is an indication that you're a good man or that you're worthy of being dated. So what does me having male friends have to do with you dating me?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with a guy having female friends. But to your point of a whole bunch of,
yeah, go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, it's kind of like, why? But at the same time, I have only 2 guy like real friends, and when I say real guy friends,
they ain't never tried to talk to you.
They never tried me. That's why I always diminish. I don't have this big ass list of men because I know, and they're straight, right? If I was going, would they go? Yeah. And that's how men try to tell you. Think about it. Like, you said that's your friend, but if you was butt naked in the room, would he fuck?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, for real. But they definitely say that. Like, multiple niggas have said that to me. Like,
that. They play a long game, and then the opportunity presents itself, and the next thing you know, they trying to switch up the program on you, and it's like you've ruined everything.
Yes. Like, that's why, like, with the 2 guy friends that I have, one is married and I'm friends with his wife, and the other one is not. But we're so like bro coded. Yeah. It's like I feel like I'm like unattractive to him. Yeah. Now I don't think he thinks I'm ugly, but I feel like I'm.
There's just not.
Yeah, he's just like in the same with me. But I have had guy friends who I thought was like, oh, this is my friend. Yes. That's why I don't limit. I don't always say, oh, I have guy friends. No, I literally have 2, and I don't talk to them all the time. Like it's not like every time I'm going through something, let me call my bro. Like no, they're just. They my bros, and I know if I need them for anything, they there, and they come to my family stuff, I come to theirs, stuff like that. But I'm still kind of, I tiptoe on that too, because you can't do too much with men. Like they're not going. Any straight man, they going. So I limit that. So I don't think it's a red flag for women to not have guy friends. I do feel like, especially if you got a brother or something, like you could get male. You could get male advice. Come from anywhere. You can get male advice or, advice or support from other places outside of just being a friend. Like your brother, you're not thinking nothing like that. Like your brother gonna give you that real, that raw, that truth.
Yeah. I agree, because first of all, I hate a brother ass bitch. Like, bitch, go get you some siblings.
My brother.
Go get you some siblings. You know you don't do that dick. But that's
you know you don't do that dick.
No, those are the women, like when you, like, say if you meet a guy and he has a girl and she's like, oh, this is my brother, and you come around and she start acting funny towards you. Yeah. Right, like that's how you know she really like him. Like that's how you know she really trying to talk to your quote unquote brother.
Yeah. I don't care. The men and there's like a lot of guys in Chicago specifically, they're like party promoters. And typically in that, like they have a lot of women that they consider their friends, or they keep as friends, or like playing it safe or whatever. The men that I do know that have a lot of women friends are not good dating companions, but just like prospects.
I was going to say candidates.
Yes, exactly. They're not good dating candidates. Like, and I think that a lot of men think that having women friends makes them look like they are good for a relationship, and it'd be the quite opposite.
Yeah.
But
I would rather you have guy friends that are like married in relationships. Like rather than having a whole bunch of female friends or just like a whole bunch of single male friends.
And I don't like the dynamic too of, okay, say you dating a guy, he has girls as close friends, but just because you don't really like that, does that make you insecure?
No, I mean,
typically that's how people can look at it, like, oh, you're just insecure because you don't like your man around close with other females.
I just am not a friendly person, and I used to be. Also,
bitches is weird.
What's funny, bitches is weird, and I never cared. The thing is that it's very like I have an outgoing personality, so it's very easy for me to like meet somebody. I am a girl's girl, but I'm not friendly.
Yeah, there's a difference.
And it's a big difference because people can get that confused and think that you're green. And it's like, well, no. This is just, we're just out having a good time. We're just being sociable.
Yeah.
But it don't mean that I'm not watching your ass. Something like that. But I just think it's funny. It was something that you said that I thought about. I lost my train of thought. Let me try to get it really quickly.
Was it?
You talking about?
Oh, like a nigga going? Was it about that? Like,
no.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. I lost it.
Okay.
Next thing.
Just a lot of
Damn,
editing.
it was good. I feel like it was good. You were in a relationship too long. Damn it. What up? Damn. I wish I could think about that. Okay, if I think about it, I'm going to bring it back up. Anyway. Okay. So the next question, I saw this statement about this man who was a shit. But he said that it's easier to find a good woman than it is for women to find a good man. Do you agree or disagree?
I 1,000% agree.
Yeah, I would agree.
I agree with that. I think, and another thing, talking to guys, in this dating era, we had these deep conversations like this, right? And a guy told me, it is true. It's more quality men out there. I mean, quality women out there than there is men.
Yeah.
And the ratio is just...
It's really bad.
It's really, 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 really bad. And that's why I feel like men hold a lot of control in who they want. They can really pick from a bunch where we have... We have very
slim picking.
Where sometimes we might be like, is this really something that I gotta have? Like, I might bend the corners a little bit on what the fuck I want, because... And the older we get, how likely am I going to get all 12 things on my list that I want from a man, versus a man can go find a woman with all 12 qualities that he want and check and find her sister, not sister, but her friend and somebody else after that that got all the same qualities. But us, we have to like, okay, well, I didn't want this, but he has this. And we have to decide what's the biggest things on the list.
Or that.
Is this or that? Versus they can probably get everything.
Do a lot of compromise.
A lot of compromise. They can get everything they want. I truly believe that. And I'm not saying it's not. I am a woman's woman. It's a lot of great women out here. And I'm not trying to shit on men. I do think it's a lot of great men out here as well. However, I just feel like the ratio is just so bad.
Yeah.
That it is more likely for a man to find a great woman versus a woman finding a great
I definitely agree. I feel like that's why a lot of women are increasing their age range. Like, they're like going for older now, because they know that 9 times out of 10, that older man, especially if he don't got no kids, or maybe he just got 1 or 2 kids. Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, that older man is more likely to be ready to settle down than the one that's in your age range.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree.
I think that's why I hate the notion of men or people saying, oh, you're 31, 32, 35, you ain't got no kids, you got a house, you got a car, all these things. Something must be wrong with you. No, I don't have as many options as you. So it is very likely that I have not come across the person that I'm supposed to be with. Yeah. Because it's not that many options. Like, but and I know that they say, oh, you attract what you want, right? But I don't feel like that's always true. It does depend on where you are, the area you live in, certain things, in the spaces that you go in. But I feel like that's why it's likely for women to be older and single with no kids, because they just don't come across as many options.
Yeah.
I also feel like it's like a thing, especially with men, like it's the company that you keep too. If all your friends single, and you ain't got no representation of a friend that's like married, that got kids, that's actually like got a family, and y'all just gonna continue to be on the same mission, single, but like going on vacations, doing the same old shit, not having any type of goal to want to have a family, want to settle a woman down, want to be in a relationship. Like, you don't got no good representation of that.
But also, to piggyback again, the guy I talked to, great guy. All his friends was married, had kids, and I feel like that's what made him even more picky, because he's like, oh, I see what they have, and I have all these options, so let me not just choose anybody.
Like, get all their boxes checked and still be looking,
because they have multiple. They're dating, right? Like, he's dating multiple, at least 2, right, at a time. this nigga at this point got to play any, mini, money, mo because they're two quality women. And again, I feel like that makes him more picky because he sees, okay, my friends are married. They're happily married too. Not like, you know, from what he knows anyway, like toxic stuff, having kids, starting their lives. And he's the older person. And he's like, okay, I want to settle down. I want to be married, but I want to choose the right person so I can be like that as well. And he's meeting these quality women that he's having chemistry with multiple because he's a good guy. It's not that hard. It's not that fucking hard sometimes. And so I feel like that's what it's like. Sometimes it goes hand in hand. Like they have so many options that it's like, oh shit, I don't know which one to choose. Yeah.
That's interesting. So what do y'all say about people that I know that y'all saw Jalen from Love Island. He's now married. Congratulations.
Yes, he's married to Joya.
I think her name is Joya. She's the twin.
Yes.
And last year,
Auntie
this time, he was on Love Island.
He was from the island by Landria.
Yeah. So a lot of people have had things to say about that because, you know, some people look at like moving quickly as like a negative thing. And then there's obviously another party that's just like, well, when you know, you know. So what do y'all say about like if you're dating somebody and it could be you that got married or they got married, you done dated somebody for a long period of time, y'all break up, and then within like a year or two, that person is getting married. Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Obviously, I feel like if I was in that situation, I would be like, if I was the girl that got dumped by the guy and then I found out a year later, like, you get married, I'd be like, dang, okay. Like, of course, you'll look internally like, dang, what was it with me? But also, I am a firm believer of everything happens for a reason. And sometimes people just aren't your people. And that's okay.
I feel like that too. Like, you know, sometimes it's just not, they may have been their person, but also you got to think about it. What do we always say? We hate, build a man up. You go through all these things with him. He don't do you right, you leave him, but you made him better for the next woman. That is a true, actual fact. It's a true, actual fact. And sometimes, not saying their situation, because Alandria and Jalen didn't actually like date, but I'm sure obviously he's dated other people. You know, we build, I don't want to say we build these men up, because sometimes the men build the women up, and they're not being the wives that, or the girlfriends that they don't want them to be, and then the right person comes in their lives and they're doing everything that you've ever asked for. So I agree that sometimes you're just not their person. Now, would my feelings be hurt? Like, okay, so I've been single for a year now. If my baby daddy went and got a girlfriend and got married in a year from now, okay, that's probably a bad.
I was about to say, babe.
I probably wouldn't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie. But like, I feel like I wouldn't look at myself like I did something wrong. I would definitely look at it as, oh, if you found somebody that was willing to deal with you the way you are, or you changed and you're just better for somebody else. Like, that actually happens.
I think it's important to not look at the other grass, to water the grass that you're in, because you know, you could be internalizing what went left with you, and the whole time, like,
you can go down a whole spiral, like start comparing.
You don't know
to a
what
situation that you probably can't even like compare with, you know. And
sometimes it's everything that they wanted it to be, and sometimes it's not. You know, like, so even comparing in general is just like, just wish them well. And it just be what it is. But I think obviously as a community and a society, we struggle with marriage in general. Like you were saying, like, people be having friends, ain't none of their friends married. They all single. They all just like out here,
good representation,
hanging and dangling,
hanging and dangling.
So you gotta get around some people that are just like exuding a little more Black excellence. And I don't care what nobody say. I will continue to like talk about having families and unions and like marriage being a goal. If that's not your goal, I don't give a motherfuck.
No, I feel like that comment holds true outside of just, because I feel like I hear it more so in like career paths. Like they be like, put you got to go in the rooms of people that you want to be influenced
Absolutely.
by. Like that holds true for relationships as well. Like, go around the women that you want to be influenced by.
I agree.
Go around the men that you want to be influenced by. If you want to be in a relationship and you know that your end goal is to be married, I don't think that you should have a heaping amount of single male friends.
Yeah.
Like, you need a good representation just so that you can order your steps, you know,
Yes.
and make better decisions for yourself.
I agree. I think we kind of went light on them this time. Like, we didn't even really
Bruh, get one more
yeah,
smoke.
for sure.
Like,
Get one more smoke.
Come
I know
on.
we got one more smoke.
one more smoke.
Oh,
Okay.
for us?
Oh, okay.
You got that smoke.
Say the one that you just said.
Oh no.
She said them all.
The first one? I sent it to you.
Would you rather be cheated on physically or emotionally?
And I know we all gonna say I'd rather not be cheated on at all. Ah, duh.
I'm gonna say I would rather it was not be cheated on, or rather I would rather be cheated on physically. And I told y'all in earlier episodes that lust is like the value of that. That's something to work through. But I feel like people place sex on like a higher pedestal than it needs to be. Because if you physically cheat on me, I might physically cheat on you back, and then we can just forgive each other, and it not be.
Oh my
And
god.
it'd be okay. But
My God.
you know, it wasn't emotional. So how do you emotionally feel about that?
Okay, not to that point.
You said I went too far.
Yeah, okay, so would I rather, okay, yes, comments, Facebook, all y'all, TikTok, we don't rather be cheated on at all. This is a would you rather.
I will
you
literally come and
you
find
have
y'all
to give
ass.
a answer. So if I had to choose, gun pointed to your head, name 3 Bia songs, gun pointed to your head,
Not
shot you
Bia.
dead. Like, we have to choose. I'm not gonna lie. With either one, I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I could bounce back from any of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say, okay, this sounds so crazy.
No.
Emotionally, because you didn't compromise my health. But I'm gonna leave you regardless.
Wait, so you would rather be cheated on emotionally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. I think for me, I think that I would rather be cheated on physically. Because when I'm thinking of you cheating on me emotionally, now we're in I feel like you're fucked if you do, fucked if you don't. Like, both situations, you're in a compromising position. Because like you said, it could be compromising your health. And then in the emotional aspect, you can fall for 2 women.
Yeah.
And now you, in a sense, competing and you don't even know that you're competing.
Yeah.
So I would rather be cheated on physically.
That's messy as hell.
All of it's messy as
Hey,
fuck.
I'm leaving you regardless. And like we said, like
I'm
I
a
said, 'cause just in
Mackenzie.
case this didn't get picked up on the clip that we chose, we don't rather get cheated on at all. We're leaving regardless. This is a pick
Fuck y'all.
one.
Just watch the damn episode.
Damn.
Literally.
You'll get the whole
Bow, bow,
context.
smoke.
The whole thing. Get our watch time up.
You'll get the whole context.
But yeah, thank y'all for joining us for the smoke.
Of course.
We gotta have a part 2.
We will have a part 2. We'll be back. And actually, we have a form in our bio. If you would like to submit some advice or you have some tea that you would like to spill, go ahead and fill out that form and you could have your question or your tea spilled right here.
Thank you.
So make sure you do that. But
That link is on our Instagram at
it is.
goodbad30.
yes, it is. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of The Good.
The bad.
The 30.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bow, bow.